All right, welcome back. And now getting into scaling, let's talk about advertising and let's find out if you're doing it correctly. Okay, there's many businesses that I've worked with over the past several years that are really getting this wrong. They're not leveraging technology the right way, or they're just simply not leveraging it at all. And I'm going to give you several examples of that as we go through this. I'll share a couple examples of a couple companies that I helped. For sure, one where technology really made a huge difference for them and how they interacted with their leads and customers and so on and so forth to really scale their company through just doing some really simple, basic things. So, number one, to advertise properly, that is a kind of a catch 22. All right, because everybody right now wants to advertise on Facebook. That is the medium that seems to be doing the best right now. Okay, will that be the medium a year from now, 2 years from now? Well, we don't really know. And I will tell you, don't put all of your eggs completely into one basket. Getting started, advertising, pick a medium up front and either outsource that or have somebody within your company handle it. That's totally up to you. I would say outsource it. It would be cheaper than having somebody in your company manage. Just outsource it for a monthly management fee. And I have several places I can help you with there. Our own agency does some of that type of advertising management right in house, which I'll talk about that later. But as you're going forward, one of the big keys that I try to really pound into people is locking in your existing customer. Okay. It's very expensive to acquire one customer. So focus on customer acquisition, of course, but let's also put good, heavy emphasis and focus on customer retention. Okay. And that can be done through technology. Okay, autoresponders, sending out coupons via autoresponder, and all of that is hands off. Much of that depends on what business you're in, of course, but most businesses nowadays do have some sort of autoresponder capability in their business to send out coupon codes or whatever the case may be. But let's focus on acquisition, but in turn, the five or six existing customers that we do have, those are paid customers. We want to get them to pull that credit card out and continue to buy product from us because we've already spent that money to acquire them. We don't need to spend any more to acquire them. We just have to retain them. And we can do that through email. We can do that through Facebook groups, through coupons, lots of different mediums. Okay. But our focus here is through advertising is we want to build an audience. Then we want to turn around, we want to engage that audience. And then we want to sell that audience our product, our service, whatever that is. And then we want to wash it, rinse it, and repeat it. That's the whole point. Okay. But we have to build that audience. That audience could be built in Facebook, targeted, retargeted, custom audiences created within your list, so on and so forth. And then we just continue to engage that audience in Facebook, continue to sell them a product, and offer more product offerings to turn that existing customer into a multi-paying customer for multiple products. We still want to acquire new customers, but they're expensive. So we want to make sure that our ad budget is appropriate for the scale and growth we're trying to get. And your best ad spend will create a really good existing customer base for you. And if you have good products and services, they will continue to buy over and over and over and over and over again. but we have to be engaging with our audience at least weekly. And I don't really think that matters what business you're in. I mean, if you're a plumber, you could engage with your audience weekly in a email newsletter and send out, you know, do-it-yourself projects for the summer for the do-it-yourselfer, and then some neat little information on how to do, do-it-yourself plumbing in your house. So there's possibilities there. It doesn't matter your audience. You just want to make sure you're staying engaged with that audience so they'll continue to come back to you time and time again. Just because you have a customer doesn't and they bought something from you one time, they don't remember you. But if they buy from you over and over and over and over and over again, you become the go-to. And guess who, yet again, has built that model beautifully? I've spoken about them a few times now, and that's Amazon. They've done a great job of building an awesome audience, always engaging that audience. They sell like crazy to you, and then they wash, rinse, and repeat. Another great company that does this, for example, is Bed Bath and Beyond. They do such a good job of building the audience, continued engagement through coupons for discount coupons, and they do it multiple ways. They do it via email newsletter, and then they also do it via direct mail. And the savings are good. I mean, that's better than paying full price. If you get 25% off, you'll get an email for 25% off of your entire purchase and then 20% off of one product. So basically, you can get 45% off of something that you buy. It's crazy. But they've built that audience, they've engaged us with all of these avenues to save money, and then we buy from them. And all they do is wash, rinse, and repeat that process over and over and over and over again. So those are two great examples and models to follow to really maintain and engage a customer base while still acquiring some new customer base through advertising. But we have to take people through that process. That's most important. We take people through these processes and build that relationship with them and really keep our current customer base really involved and buying over and over from us time and time again. Now, here's another little example. I met this couple here in Boulder. We were staying at a hotel in Boulder, Colorado, and they were from Georgia. They ran a small business there. He did two things. I'm not sure what the other one was, but their main support business was a bowling alley. And they did pretty well with it. They were making, probably multi six figures with it yearly. But what they weren't doing was continuing to engage their current customer base. So a simple fix we did with that is we created a simple landing page. They bought an iPad, stuck it on the front desk. We created a simple landing page where people could put their email in, and they'd put their email, boom, they'd go onto a mailing list, and now they would receive discount coupons automatically. Tuesday night's kid night. Bring all your kids and adults bowl for free. And now they're keeping this bowling alley full all the time instead of, I have 8 lanes that aren't getting used every day. Now they're full. So in turn, they scaled. They scaled probably maybe another $50,000 to $60,000 a year, which is huge for something of that size. Very small mom and pop ran business like that. $60,000 to $100,000 a year for them. That's life changing for them, for their business. So focus on these simple principles here. The advertising piece to acquire a customer. Okay, we build the audience, we engage it, sell to it, and repeat. And then on the existing customer side, we continue to engage them with new and improved things, sell them, keep them as a customer so they continue to come back over and over and over again. And we're just doing these inputs of a few new customers daily, depending on what product you're selling. Maybe that's 10 customers a day, 20, whatever that needs to look like for you. So focus on this model, break it down in your business, and really take a hard look at it and go, am I doing these things in my company? And if you're not, if you implement some of these very simple things that I'm talking about, you'll almost see an instant result in scaling your company. All right. So build, engage, sell, repeat. Remember that. Say it out loud. Build, engage, sell, repeat. All right. See you on the next video.